Hey, and welcome to map 11 of TNT Evilution's storage facility. Now this is a really fascinating level for me because it's very easy to run through this one and be done in about a minute or so if you know where you're going. But there's actually quite a lot to explore outside of that. So we're in this little sort of base here. There's really not much to see in there. So we're going to take care of the chain gun up there. Ow, thank you. So we're going to take care of the guards around here. As you can kind of see, there's a lot of space here. And if we head inside here, we can actually grab the super shotgun, which is going to be very useful. Any level that gives us the super shotgun early on is fine in my books. So we can actually come up to the tower here. I do like this tower. Like, it's funny. Map 7's called Prison, but this tower is more like a guard watch tower. And it feels more like a prison entrance this than prison. But hey, that's just my personal feelings on that. Like the little guard houses here and the gates and the fences. We're going to take care of these guys here. As we head around the corner here, you can kind of see there's a whole bunch of barrels there. Now, here's the thing with this. There's actually a megasphere up top there. We can only get it by using a arch-vile jump, which we'll be doing later on, hopefully. I'm not very good with arch-vile jumps, but in the meantime, we're going to come all the way down to the bottom here, and we're just going to kind of poke our head into this little base down here. There's a few barrels here, so just be careful when you're going around the corners. You don't want that chain gunner who's on the right there to start shooting, because it will hurt. As we make our way back down here, you can see there's a rocket launcher in the middle of that star there. And as soon as we grab it, a arch-vile is going to come running out at us. There you can see him. So I am going to try here to get this megasphere. So you only get one shot at it really, and we messed it up. I'm really not good with arch-vile jumps. But you can see here that there's some health and some shotgun shells at the back of those boxes there. These doors allow us to come inside to the actual warehouse facility here, the storage facility. And you can see that there's a load of boxes in here. So this is just one big old box maze. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of box mazes, but I think this one's kind of well done. There's a secret here if you open the door. It allows you to get up top easier. You just got to be careful. Ow, that hurts. Forgot about those barrels on the elevator there, but this allows us to get up top easier. Take care of you. So you can see the red key is there. Now the thing is, you have to kind of make your way towards the keys here, which I'm not going to grab right now. I did that on purpose, I promise you. But you can see that you kind of have to work your way around the boxes here, and you kind of have to be careful because it's very easy to fall down to ground level, and then you have to kind of make your way around. There's a blue key there. You only need one of the keys to finish this level, so grabbing the blue key here, we could theoretically run to the end now if we really wanted to. You heard that door lift up there, so there should be some enemies teleporting into the level here. There should be enemies teleporting into the level here. So it should be noted that there is a problem with the way that the teleporter works in this level. It sometimes glitches out, and if it does, there's a bunch of enemies that we won't actually be able to kind of face off against without cheating, because they don't teleport into the level. And I think that's one of the bigger disappointments with this level, is that it's quite easy to just run through and glitch. So you can see here, some of the enemies are going to teleport in. But I get the feeling that not all of them will, because they should be teleporting in where we're standing here. So we're going to take out these enemies as they teleport in here, just because it makes my life a bit easier. So that's it. Like, there's supposed to be a lot more enemies, including another arch-vile that's supposed to be breaking into the level here, but it kind of seems like they aren't coming, which is slightly disappointing. Yeah, so you can see I'm looking around here, the enemies are just not coming through. And the thing is, as we head towards the exit here, we will hear them against that back wall, because they are just literally on the other side of that wall there where I'm shooting. But there's no way to actually get into them without using no clip, which I'll probably do at the end of the level, to be honest. So you can see this is just another big ugly room. It's actually dark, but if you grab these light amplification goggles, it takes out the darkness element, which is pretty appreciated. Again, I'm not a huge fan of box mazes. Box mazes for me are kind of... you've seen one box maze, you've seen most of them, to be honest. I do kind of like the overall aesthetic of this level. I love the opening with the guard towers, the fences. As said, I personally think it feels more like a prison than Prison did, but that's just my personal opinion. As for this part of the level, I mean, you can take it or leave it. It doesn't offend. I do love the designs on the boxes as well, like the TNT logo and the sort of blood and scratches on some of the boxes. It does add a bit of variety to what would be a fairly mundane series of crates to look at. Yeah, I need to get rid of that barrel there. There is a plasma gun in the corner over there, but as you can tell, without those enemies coming into the level, there's really not much for me to do here, other than... oh, hello. So you can see this is where the red door is, and you only need one key to get through the level. So it's not like you're kind of required to get both of them. Enemies should also be flooding in here. Man. Disappointing that this has happened, but I think it's important that I show this level in the way that it's presented to me. So I will no clip at the end of this, and we'll go and have a look at where those enemies are, just because I want to sort of show you the enemies that we should have encountered in the level. It's kind of sad that like this WOD isn't super polished. There are certain levels which we're going to be getting to in a bit where the level of polish is not up to standard, I'd argue. But we'll head into the exit room here, and that's the exit right there. If we hit that switch, we leave the level, but you can hear all these enemies, and look at them all there. We've got shotgunners, we've got chain gunners, we've got zombie men, we've got all kinds of enemies in here, including an archvile, and you can see this door's probably supposed to raise so they can all sort of exit, and I'm not quite sure what's gone on there. I'm gonna see if I can trigger it. Like, there may be a way for me to sort of trigger it from over here. So I'm gonna see if I can trigger it. Usually it opens up around here, so it's very disappointing like that happens. But then again, like, that's the way Doom is. Sometimes the traps don't trigger properly, and you know, I mean, it makes the level a lot easier, which is, well, I think we should fight them. Let's see if we can fight them off, you know. So you can see here, like, it's just a massive horde of enemies. Of course, like, there's not much I can really do except fight them all. We need to get rid of that archvile before anything else. There's two bony boys in here with us. And we'll let him get the final shot in here just to finish me off. But yeah, this was a storage facility. It kind of broke on us there, but it's interesting to see these levels when they don't work properly and what you kind of end up with. Let me know in the comments what you think of this level. Do you race through it like I do, or do you actually enjoy exploring it? Thanks for watching.